today. Welcome on the program, Ndito Akwa Ibom radio program here in London, United Kingdom. We also broadcast live on our FM radio 106.8. This radio station, Abamike, United Kingdom, Abake, London, Central London. So if you live around there, please just tune on to your radio and then listen to us today, because we have a very, very important, excellent guest today with us. Very Sunday, the radio. I'm glad to be here with you today. Please invite your friend, tell your I found we talk quite more for the okay. Going to that commissioner more about program. Although I didn't make earlier announcement because we were not sure that the on Nigerian network anyway, but it's here. We also broadcast live on YouTube, so you can go and check us out on Ndito Akwa Ibom channel TV KUT. And this program we broadcasting from between. Every broadcast this program, you come back and you call it on. That's the policy, the radio station they gave me before they gave me, allow me to broadcast here. They want to share our good, you call it on more. And then people that viewers of this program, radio station alone is 154,890 something. Let me not say before. So there are hundreds of thousands of people listening to my voice right now. So it's not only me or you watching me on Facebook or on YouTube. Oh, so we are. Other people are also listening to us too on the radio station. Thank you so much. And I don't want to take people's time for so long today. And I want to welcome our guests on the program. This segment, you speak yourself. Okay, I want to. Good afternoon, sir. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good evening. You're welcome.
Thank you so much, sir. I know you as a commissioner for education. Long-awaiting commissioner we've been waiting for to have on the program. I'm so glad to have you here today, sir.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you, sir. Okay, Sambo, can you tell us your name and where you're from in Akwa Ibom State?
Well, my name, as you know, is Victor Daniel Basinoka. I'm a professor of philosophy. I'm also a lawyer. I'm from Orogona, Akwa Ibom State.
Wow. So you know what? You are the first announced person that we had on the program. So far, since we started the program 1.5 years ago.
Pardon?
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes. What were you saying?
I said, you know, you're the first announced person that we had on the program since we started this program 1.5 years ago. So I'm so glad to have you on the program.
My pleasure. I'm always the first.
I'll put it. Okay. Yeah, I'll just introduce your own commissioner to you. We are having today, like we said, is full-loaded commissioner for education. Okay, sir. Thank you once again for coming on the program. I'm very happy to have you today. So now I know that you may not have the full package of what we expect from you today, because I remember you just took over not too long. But can you tell us what has happened to educational system in our country?
Can you be audible?
Hello?
Hello? Yeah, I didn't get you well. What were you trying to say?
Okay, can you check the volume so I can't hear me? What's going on? The volume. No, not the volume. Because you can't hear me. I need to speak, so volume. Yeah. Let's see if you can. Okay, so can you hear me now? You should be hearing me now.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So what I'm saying is that we know, or I know, that you just took over office not quite long as a commissioner for education. Now, can you tell us what has happened since you took over this short period in the educational system in Akwa Ibom State?
Yeah, thank you. As you are aware, when you want to achieve results, you have to look at the background of what you want to do. That's what we call statement of the problem. You look at the problems and the issues surrounding and see where people have gone, how far they have gone, the problems they encountered, and those things that stopped them from achieving what they wanted to achieve. And then you project as to where you want to go. So when we came over, we did a study and we came up with a program to overhaul the ministry. And so that's what we've attempted to do. So basically what we have attempted to do is a new way of running the ministry in terms of focusing on due process and trying to make sure that those issues that were often neglected are brought to the fore.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Let me start from in primary schools. There's a lot of complaint and pictures going around. They don't have seats.
Yes.
Sometimes there are some roof. And then there's some certain amount of money state government is or federal or your office. I don't know now, or maybe with the previous commissioner, but they said there are certain money they always give to each ministry to run their ministry. So do you want to explain to us if your ministry live up to the expectation of common people of Akwa Ibom State in terms of the primary school education?
Well, you know, the primary school, we have a Universal Basic Education Commission that is in charge of primary schools in the country, and the primary schools are jointly run by the federal government and the state government, but basically they are within the purview of the local government in terms of payments of salaries. But in terms of the management and running of the schools, the federal government and the state government have some parts to play. So what we do here is that we in the Ministry of Education, we take our responsibility seriously. The government pays subvention to primary schools every term. And this subvention is meant for the head teachers to use in running and administering the schools. But in terms of infrastructure and the general maintenance of the school, the government still takes care. And that is why you can see the massive renovations that are going on, infrastructural rejigging of the schools. Those ones are undertaken by the state government. And as we speak, we have renovated and constructed over 400 classroom blocks. As you are aware, we have over 1,650 primary schools in Akwa Ibom State, public primary schools. And so it's not possible that the government in 1 year or 2 years will be able to touch all those schools, but in one fell swoop. But we are doing our best to make sure that by the time this government will exit in 2023, we would have touched almost all the schools. And in terms of seats, we've been providing seats to the primary schools. But you know, the children at that level, they are fond of breaking seats. And so when you have put seats there, they will vandalize it. And by the time you go back the following day, they will say, oh, the children are sitting on the floor. They don't even know what has happened. So yes, here we know that some schools are lacking seats and the government have been providing, but that's why we've told the parents and we've told the schools that they also have to help the government to make sure that they protect these facilities, these seats, whenever they are provided. So the government is doing its best in that regard.
Thank you so much, sir. I guess you are just joining us for the first time, or today is the very first time or you're just joining us today, we are having Commissioner for Education, Professor Victor Inoka. I hope they can pronounce your phone. So you have been asking me that we want to speak to him. He's here now, fully loaded for you. So if you can see, there's a phone number on the screen. If you want to ask Prof question, you can call on WhatsApp only, just WhatsApp only, and then ask question. Please, when you are asking question, go straight to the point. Secondly, make sure you ask a very polite question so that you can get a polite answer. As you all know, on this program, we are not here to pick on anybody or to take anything personal. We are only here to ask questions, the question that we think needs to be asked. So please, when you call in to ask questions, make it very short and brief, because we don't want to keep our Honorable Commissioner for too long on the program today. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Well, another thing I want to ask is, we talk about primary school, the black chairs and all that, and the primary school is only for federal government is responsible for primary. Is this a federal government or state government responsible for the primary school education?
We say it's a joint venture. It's in the concurrent list.
Okay. So what about secondary school?
The secondary schools, yes, they are the responsibilities of the state.
All right. Yeah. So we'll move to another question now. There was a time I believe others heard the same thing, that the state government, Akwa Ibom state government, sacked about hundreds of, if not thousands, I don't know. Sacked teachers. They sacked teachers.
When?
I think about 3 months ago, that they sacked teachers. They'll do about hundreds of whatever, they sacked teachers. So in that case, because
I'm not aware of that.
Well, maybe you were not coming then, I don't know, but I know there was something like that. And then I even need to confirm from the authority, somebody in Akwa Ibom, reliable source, if I say that. Okay, I hope it's not there's somebody on the call. You have to confirm.
I don't think you need to confirm your story, because I'm not aware of that Akwa Ibom state government sacked teachers. Not which school. I'm not aware of that.
Okay, so that's why we have you here. That's why you see what I'm talking about. We sit here in abroad. We have so many things, people telling us so many things that is happening in Akwa Ibom. This is what is happening. So because we don't have access
that's why you should transmit the information.
Exactly. So thank God you are here. That's why I'm not asking you if what they said is true.
We have just recruited. We have just recruited.
Good evening, Mr.
Yeah, good afternoon. Whatever, I don't know. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Mr. Andy Golan. I'm calling from the United States of America.
You're calling from? Can you speak a little bit
louder? Let him be audible,
please.
Tell him to be audible.
I'm calling from United States of America.
You're calling from United States of America. Okay. Do you have a question for Prof?
Yes, I do. Hello, Prof. Welcome to the Akwa Ibom program. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Prof. Okay, Prof. I want to ask that as the Commissioner of Education, I don't know how long you've been the Commissioner, but from what I listened to, I think you've just been appointed. But my question is this: as a Commissioner for Education, does the state doesn't make a budgetary allocation for the education of Akwa Ibom State? That is number one. And if the state makes an allocation for Ministry of Education, what has the money been used for? Because if money is budgeted for educational infrastructures and development, and from what you said we have 1,650 primary schools in Akwa Ibom.
1,100, over 1,000.
How
I say
much
over
money is
1,160
budgeted for this 1,050 or 650 primary schools, and how much has been used, and for what effect, and how much has that affected primary school in Akwa Ibom State? That is number one, please. Number two question is this. While you were growing up, Professor, we were given free education. Some primary schools were given free education, free library, mobile library to primary school. How come that in this present time, where school has been digital, primary schools are being denied this basic education or amenities? Sorry. Thank you. That's my question.
Thank you very much, Andy from US. Over to you, Mr. Honorable Commissioner, please.
Well, if I got him pay subvention to the schools, to each of the primary schools and the secondary schools every term for the upkeep of the schools, but that does not detract from the fact that the government still maintains the school in terms of renovation of the facilities, infrastructure, equipment in the schools. And so yes, there is budgetary allocation, and if he listened to the presentation of the budget last 3-4 days ago, the governor made a presentation to the House of Assembly, and certain amount was budgeted for the educational sector. So we do have budgetary allocation. And in terms of free education, I don't know what he meant by free education, because since 2007, we are about one of the few states that have been running free and compulsory education at the basic level from primary to secondary schools. So if he says that children are denied, not certainly children in Akwa Ibom State, because they are enjoying free and compulsory education.
Thank you so much, Honorable Commissioner.
Yeah.
Still on the free education. Now, I know that one very well, that school Akwa Ibom, they do free. I think it's up to secondary school level, but I'm not sure, but I'm very sure about the primary school. Now, they said even though the school is free, teachers, some teachers, they send these children to go and farm for them. I'm not saying it's true, but that's the information we got. Thank God you are here to clear the air for us, because we don't know. Like I said, we don't have access to AKBC or whatever to know, to listen, to know what is going on. It's told by you coming on the program like this, you will be able to know the truth. Thank God you're here today. And then, do you...
Madam President, let me answer that question. There's no need to department, because when we were kids, we used to know education, Ministry of Education, in terms of the inspectors that go about to monitor and supervise schools. So those things were no longer there. And so what we've done is that we've revamped that sector such that people are now going out to monitor, inspect, and supervise schools. It is true that many teachers were not going to school. Some who were even going, when they go, they will sign in and then go to their markets, go to their farms. But you see, we want to stop that way of doing things. And so we are doing it, but we are also pleading that those who have schools in their areas, who know that certain teachers have not been coming to work, they should report. They should not stay there and grumble. They should report. We need to have information. We cannot be there in all the 1,165 primary schools at the same time, or the 250 secondary schools at the same time. That is why we are pleading that government is a joint venture. The citizens should also partake in monitoring for us, reporting, and giving us information so that we can act. And if the information is brought to us, we will act with speed. And some of those teachers will be suspended or will be queried.
Okay, so now you said they should report. Who should they report to? Can a common man or a common woman who
report to the Ministry of Education? They should report to the Ministry of Education.
And you said they should, somebody can just walk to the Ministry of Education and have them report?
They have zonal education in each of the local governments. They have zonal education authorities. They have zonal directors of education. They just place complaints there, and they will transmit it to us.
So, okay, so let me ask you this question. I think today, because there was a lot of things on our mind, that's what when I ask you, I'm asking because we want to clear the air, we want to put the story straight.
Yes, we do. A woman from our one secondary school, Faike, just called me the other day and was thanking me that because of our coming to the school, we are not saying that people are sent. Teachers sometimes extort money, but that's not what the government asks them to do. As I've said, we give them subvention, 100 naira per pupil for primary schools and 200 naira per student in the secondary schools. So if you have maybe 10,000 students, so you multiply that by the amount, you know what those head teachers or the principals are going home with. But instead of using that money to run the schools, they will use it and build story building, and then they will still extort money from the children. And so what we've done is that those things are propensity in human beings to extort money. Those ones you cannot wheel it out, but you have to enforce it by rigorous laws and by checks and balances, and that's what we've been trying to do.
Okay, thank you, sir. And this one, I don't know whether this one is true, because I saw this one. This one was sent to me.
What is that?
There is this popular lawyer that comes from Akwa Ibom State by name Ndito. They said there was a time in Ibere, so he's a popular lawyer.
What's the name of the person?
He's a popular lawyer. Is it human rights lawyer? I don't know. He's from Akwa Ibom State.
Yes.
Okay, I think by name Ndito.
What did he say?
So I mean, I got a document that was sent to me. He was not the one that sent the document to me. Someone else sent it to me, and then that suing your ministry, asking them to come and the court, and they asked you to come and explain.
No customers. We know how customers are delivered to people. So no customers have been served on us.
Really?
They just try to make a hype out of it.
Oh, so you said that there's no lawsuit at all against
customers. Nobody has sued us, huh? If they have sued us, if we disobey, we'll be guilty of contempt of court. So nobody has sued us. And by the way, the government has, every time the government publishes accounts of the expenditure of government, so it's not the Ministry of Education, the government gives audited account every time. Anybody who wants the account of the government should go to the Ministry of Finance and get the accounts. So it's not the Ministry of Education who will come and ask, say, how did you spend money? That is not the arm of government that deals with the expenditure and accounting process of the government.
Okay, sir. Well, like I said, if you are just joining us for the first time, or you are just joining us now, we have Commissioner for Education, Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria. If you have any question, you can look at the screen. There's a number more, but you can call those number and ask question, or you can send me your question. Then I'll read out to the commissioner that is here. This is about our education. Is it? So if you want to ask question now. Not after you will come and tell me, oh, you know what, I would have asked this. He didn't say this. He's coming here. He's humbly here to speak to us here. Okay, so.
But then I thought they would have asked whether. Are you with me?
Yes, I'm listening to you.
I was thinking they would have asked what improvements we've made in the educational sector. Those who are busy talking.
Because that's why I'm here, because like you said, you are just taking over the office, because a lot of things we heard about educational system in Akwa Ibom State are also horrible. But I'm not pressing saying this because you are here. But I also had an information that since you came in, things has changed. So now that's why you're here to tell us how far you've gone. So you said they have repaired some school, renovating some school. What area? Do you know the areas, these schools, the name of this school? Is it possible to tell us? So that in case anybody come out tomorrow and say, oh, you know, and there was so school and there was so they will renovate. I will renovate. I mean, but you know what? No, commissioner said everything was done. So you don't know if you can tell us. What's that? Have we lost him or this network? Hello, sir, can you hear me? Okay, let's go for a musical break. When we come back, we will continue. I don't know if the Commissioner for Education is still there. Hello, sir. We still can't see you. Maybe we just
we can't see me.
No, maybe we just because we can use the WhatsApp because I think the network is really disturbing. Although we still we have your picture on the screen, so I think
my picture is on the. I think. So what do we do now?
So you can continue the interview now while using the WhatsApp calls, just like this now, because we forgot about the video. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir, we continue. Okay, sir, and I want to ask you.
You can see me now?
Oh, so...
Hello? You cannot see me.
So I wonder we can see you, but you are not moving on the screen.
Okay. Is it moving? Hello?
So you're not moving. So let's just forget about the video. Let's just continue the interview or with the WhatsApp calls.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So I just hope the listener will even hear you. Okay, so sorry, sir. You were trying to explain things to us the other time before the phone just went off.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here. Yes, I'm getting you.
Yes, sir. You were trying to explain something to us before you lost you.
Yes, I was talking about how we do give subventions to schools. Is that what you mean?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I was saying that we have a pay rate for primary school, we pay 100 naira per pupil. Then for secondary school, 200 naira. You multiply by the enrollment figure of that school, you know what goes out. And then over and above that, the government, there is no tuition, we don't charge students fees. And over above that, the government pays for final year students in the secondary school, we pay for their WAEC examination fees. Going to up to over 600 million naira in a year. So you can see the enormous burden the government is carrying on the shoulder.
So now you okay. Well, sorry. Okay, now the video and the calls is breaking up like that. You know, Nigeria network is unpredictable. Commissioner is trying all he could to make sure that he's here today. I'm telling you, he really tried. Because not American boss on you say that he won't miss this interview today. So I'm so happy that he's here today. If you have your question, just send your question to me. Then I'll read out to him. And if you want to ask question, you can call WhatsApp number. The screen. From there, you can ask him question directly, or you can even call Facebook Messenger. Hello, sir.
Yeah.
So you're on a live program. We could hear all the noises at the background. I believe other people listening to you are hearing everything as well.
Yeah, I told you I had to come to a Sabbath cafe in order to get the Wi-Fi now.
Oh, okay, okay. Sorry about that. Thank you. I'm so sorry for the stress. Okay. I have a question for you here. Somebody say free and compulsory education. My question is, how school in Akwa Ibom State have a good qualified teachers?
How what?
How school in Akwa Ibom State have good and qualified teachers?
How many schools or how schools? The grammar is not correct. How many schools in Akwa Ibom State have? Okay.
I'm just reading exactly what the person, the way she wrote it. I intend not to twist anything or add or removed.
But we have to interpret well so that I know what to answer.
So maybe you believe that, so since the school is free, like you told us, you said how those schools that are free in Akwa Ibom State have good qualified teachers?
Well, I don't understand what I mean by qualified. It's a national policy on education in Nigeria, where the minimum qualification for teaching at the primary school is NCE. And no school in Akwa Ibom State goes less than that. So we have the minimum NCE. Those who teach at that level, they have NCE. So in terms of that qualification, they have it. Now, in terms of the competence, we engage the teachers, we retrain them, so that not even coming with praise certificates, we train them on the methodology of delivering lectures and lessons to the students. That's what we've been doing. So there's training and retraining going on. So in that way, the teachers are qualified and competent in Akwa Ibom State.
Okay, so I don't even need, somebody just sent me another question. I don't need, he's asking if the teachers have been paid.
There's no teachers, but that's what the investment the governor has done. Nobody is being good salary in Akwa Ibom State. That's the only state you have before the end of the month, everybody receives his or her salary.
Yeah, because that one is true. I heard I woke up on to get the Akwa Ibom State is the only state.
That one is true.
Yeah, that one is true. I agree with you on this one. I agree with you on this one. It's true.
Okay.
Okay. Well.
Any other question?
Oh.
I wanted to say that they should have asked what we've done, and why don't they comment when they see good things? Okay, we just went to Akwa Ibom, one of our Akwa Ibom schools, not than secondary community secondary schools, with 20 people, went for a competition in Nigeria and came out first and represented Nigeria in an international competition in Sweden, where 32 countries participated. And these two children from Akwa Ibom State were able to display their talents by using natural fiber to demonstrate how water can be purified. That was in Sweden, and they came out second runner-up in the entire competition among the 32 countries, beating countries like United States, Canada, even Sweden itself, apart from Indonesia that came out first. So when they see these good things, why don't they talk about it? That's a public school in Akwa Ibom State that demonstrated that. And that's kudos to the excellent facilities and the motivation the governor has given to the schools. I hope you've heard about that one. You've not heard about it?
No, I haven't heard about it. I'm just hearing for the first time now.
Okay, you've just heard it. That's why you should be asking us questions.
So that's why you're here on the program, sir. That's why we have you here today. Because if you don't come and tell us, we don't know. We don't know anything that is happening.
But I was thinking you being in UK, then you should be able to know, because that one took place in Europe there. The competition took place in Sweden in August.
Well,
I mean, yes, August, September, yeah.
Well, because in the UK, there's a lot of things happening in the UK. If we are not informed that something is happening, we won't know. Like I asked you about the lawsuit,
yes.
You just
And again, those people talking about school system in Akwa Ibom State, there was a national merit award. They call it President's Excellence Award. And Akwa Ibom State School, was rated the best school in the country in terms of junior secondary school. Okay. And they were given the award. So that's also to show you how far His Excellency the Governor has gone in making sure that education is lifted to the skies in Akwa Ibom State.
Okay, sir. Do we have a caller on the line? Let's hear what this caller has to say. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
Please, I'm calling from Germany. I'm Mr. Indi.
Okay.
Good evening, sir. Hello, good evening, sir. I'm greeting.
It's disconnecting network. Hello, sir. Can you hear the caller, sir? Hello?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Yeah, there was a caller on the line. I think you couldn't hear the caller.
Yes.
Well,
what is he saying?
I think I might disconnect. So maybe he will call back, please. If you've called before, then
somebody wanted to call me.
Anyway, please, if you have a question, please send it. Just write it. I will read it for Commissioner. So Commissioner is the person we have today is a Commissioner for Education.
That would be better.
Yeah. So send your question so that I can read it out to our Honorable Commissioner. Because now we are not using the right stuff from the studio now because of the network. We have to go through WhatsApp, which is a little bit disorganizing us today. So please send in your question. If you have a question to ask, then I will read to the Commissioner. Okay, Honorable Commissioner, thank you for that information. To be honest, I'm not aware of it. You said we need to find out something, we need to ask. So whatever they told us is what we will believe. But when you come like this and talk to us, we will know, because there's this issue that we are having.
Yeah. You're getting me now.
Yes, sir.
You can get me now.
Okay, you're on now. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah. Oh, that would be perfect. Okay. All right. Good.
Hello?
Thank you, sir. Welcome back, which is really good now.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Yes, sir. I was saying that thank you for coming to talk to us, because we like people like us, we're living here in UK, we don't know anything what is that is going on in Akwa Ibom. But if you don't come and talk to us like this, we won't know about what's happening in Akwa Ibom. I think we were having a call and then let's see if the call gonna come. So trying to see what this before it worked out. You call if you call before and then you couldn't get through. The line is a little bit busy, so call back. Thank you. Okay, so we're talking about the federal state government paying WAEC or JAM for students.
Yes, we pay WAEC fees for final year students in secondary school, senior secondary schools.
Okay. If you discover that the line WhatsApp line is busy, please you can call from your Facebook Messenger, so that you can ask your question if you want to ask. Ask question now. The commissioner is here. Now when you finish, when Amanyong Havodibo, they said something happened in Akwa Ibom. Do you hear? I'm not going to hear. Commissioner said we should not listen to gossip. We should not listen to Facebook posts and all that, because this particular issue, again, Bawomi, that they took his own ministry to court. I heard it. Paper, everything was sent to me. But I'm just asking Honorable now. He is telling us, not only me, that the nothing to country to pay. So you can see. You see? Well, Honorable Commissioner, I want to ask you one thing, because sometimes they believe that we in diaspora, we talk about in diaspora, we don't have voters card. That's why we are not. They shouldn't have nothing to do with us, or we are not useful to Akwa Ibom State. Now, if any of us in diaspora have the love in our hearts to come and help in maybe to give some donation to the school, or want to come and maybe renovate school, maybe just to help the government, is it allowed?
Oh, that's welcome. In fact, I was Mary Annie Secondary School. The Old Girls Association just built a hostel for the school, and we went there and commissioned. You see, that is why we say government is participatory. It's not only government alone. Everybody is called upon. It's a social collectivity that everybody is called upon to come and assist. So education is not just left for the government alone. So you are welcome. Bring all those dollars. Bring this thing, the pound. Come on, build this thing for us. You know?
Okay, good. This is another one now. I got this. I got just two more questions for you before I let you go, sir. Now, I know, like, you were commissioner for education. These schools, if they want to renovate school or they want to build school, you are not going to go there or get that contract for yourself and go and do those things. You award those contracts to people who will go and do those things. But there's some, I don't know, I would say there's so many rumors that says that this contract, when they awarded contract from people, maybe to build school or to repair school or whatever, and these people, this contractor will take any economy and disappear. And they will abandon those schools like that. They will abandon everything like that. But nobody to chase them up to find out what's happened. Let's see about that. We have another caller in the line. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello, madam.
Yeah. What's your name and where you calling from, please?
Hello, I'm back again, please. I was not. Hello.
We can hear you, please. Where are you calling from? What's your name?
That's why I have to call off. Please, I'm Mr. Indy again. I'm calling again from Germany, please.
Okay, from Germany. All right. Okay. Do you have a question for Honorable?
I have a question. I have just one question to ask him. So I'm very good evening, our Honorable Commissioner. Hello, good evening, our Honorable Commissioner.
Yes.
I like his name to
do you want to introduce yourself again to the commissioner to hear you?
Okay. I'm Mr. Eddie. I'm calling from Germany, please.
You're coming from Germany? Hello?
He's asking you whether you are calling from Germany.
I'm calling from Germany, ma.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay.
He said he's calling from Germany.
Please, I'm greeting our honorable commissioner. Welcome to the Talk About program. Hello.
Go ahead, Andy. We are listening to you. Our commissioner is listening to you. But we are having a network problem today, but we are just trying to manage it. Sorry.
Okay. Sorry, please. I also have a question right now because I heard what the commissioner just said about 2 kids who went to Sweden and came back to him with second position, which is very good and which is very. I would say that this is a great job for Akwa Ibom State, you know. But I want to ask the commissioner what is the Akwa Ibom State what the Akwa Ibom State government is doing to empower those kids that went out and make Akwa Ibom State to be proud? So what are they planning to do for those kids?
Okay.
That what the state government is doing about those children that went to Sweden?
Yes, that was what the state government is doing.
Yeah, what is the plan for those kids that went up?
No, before they even went, after, are you listening to me? After they came out first in the national finals.
In what is called
I got you right.
What are they planning for those kids? What are they trying to empower those kids so that they can go more forward?
I understood you
That's my
perfectly.
question.
Okay, Andy, man, the commissioner is trying to answer your question now.
Okay.
Before the children traveled to Sweden, the 1 boy and 1 girl in Iso and Edward, the governor had received them, had a handshake with them in the government house. One of them has finished secondary school, the other was getting to SS3. The governor promised and awarded them scholarship to study in any university of their choice. That was before they went for the international finals. So, of course, the government had done something by granting them scholarship to university.
Caller, have you heard? Hello, caller, have you heard?
Is it with us?
He must have gone off. I don't know.
Well, you can relate to him that the governor had already awarded scholarship to the 2 persons before they traveled to Sweden for coming out first at the national finals.
Okay. Caller from Germany. It wouldn't the government and all those doing scholarship.
Before they traveled to Sweden for coming out first at the national finals.
Okay, I believe you heard that. Caller, did you hear that?
I'm back again.
Yeah, the commissioner has answered your question. Heaven Tom, the governor no more scholarship to any university before my travel to Sweden.
Another question is, okay, government cannot do everything because where I'm staying right now, government cannot do everything alone. There's some churches who always assist government for the school, for the school process. I remember when I was a kid, I went to school with no slippers, and I sit down on the floor and learn. And till today, I'm still seeing the same thing that I went through when I was a kid. That our kids are still going through the process without not issue or that without not share in the class for them to sit down and learn. So please, what is the plan for the government so that we can give those kids a good chair so that they can have a good education, please?
Okay. Commissioner.
I've already answered that question when you were talking about seats in the classroom. And I told you, here and now, we distribute seats to the schools. But what happens is that the moment you send these seats to the schools, the children themselves destroy, vandalize those seats. And then they turn back and say government has done all the, but notwithstanding, government is daily making sure that, in fact, we're about to distribute another round of desks to all the schools. So you can be sure that government is taking care of that situation.
Okay. And then Mr. Andy from Germany, I'm going to give the answer to your question now. Are you okay with it? Hello?
Yeah, hello, ma'am. I'm very happy to hear from the Honorable Commissioner. Thank you, sir, and I wish you all the best luck on the best, how will I say, for your second term, because I know you guys are planning for the second term, and I wish you people the best. So thank you, sir. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That is one for the second term, and then. Okay.
And now you were talking about the law school. Now you asked question about the law school.
Yes, I did ask you, sir.
Yes, I had granted interview at Planet Radio the other day. In fact, a law school admittee had just come to my office. You see, what happens is that the government does not pay fees for students who gain admission into law school. From 2000, those days, from the time of administration of His Excellency Obongos Fabio, what they used to do is that once you gain admission and you've registered, you paid your fees, they will, before you graduate, government will give a laptop and pay a grant of 100,000 naira. That did not mean that government will pay school fees. Law school school fees up to 450 or 500,000 naira now. And no government can pay that for each and everybody. But the government pays grants, and this governor has made a pronouncement that those things will still continue. So when students say, I've just gained admission, I don't have money, I wonder whether they are asking government to come and pay these fees, 500,000 for each and every one of them. No, that cannot be done. But grants to support and to encourage them, yes, the government will do that.
Okay. The law school, is it for, I don't know, state government any, or is it federal school?
The law school is owned by federal government.
So how would somebody expect the state government to pay school fees anyway?
I mean, I don't know why you're from border free. When we were in school, everything, they want everything to be free. In other words, if we should pay school fees for people in the university, law school is a part of university education. And we are running free education at primary and secondary school level. We didn't say we are running it at the tertiary level, where people will expect that we should come and pay school fees for them. But that we offer assistance by giving them grants. And that the governor has said will continue.
Okay.
But that will be after you have become a student, not before you, not when you've not become a student. You have to first register, pay your fees, and become a student. And then what we'll do is that we'll demand a letter from the law school. The law school will send us those names to us, and then we'll pay. Not when you have just been given admission letter, you've not gone to register, you say government should come and take care of you. You are not yet a student there. You are a potential student.
Okay, sir. From time to time, Akwa Ibom State government is, the Akwa Ibom scholarship. Maybe to go and I can't go from work outside Akwa Ibom.
Yes, exceptional students we still do give scholarships. If you go to the scholarship division, there are exceptional cases where we give scholarships.
So those who are those people who qualified for this scholarship? Because
for example,
we all know
who are pursuing specialized courses. If people are pursuing specialized courses, and we know that those courses are very germane to the needs of the state, and maybe there are a few of them, we do offer scholarship.
Because I wasn't born in Nigeria, so I still have a little knowledge about the system, how it works in Nigeria, not in Akwa Ibom State. Yep. Then in Akwa Ibom State, we are talking about Akwa Ibom State here. I see some people. I'll see some Nimbian Fiawu, in an area like Akwa Ibom, doctors, consultants, surgeons,
Yes.
Akwa Ibom State.
That's part of the grant that we give.
Is
it for professional courses?
Any of our people to come outside Akwa Ibom State. Anyone can let me, anyone do you so that when they come back home, They will use that knowledge that they've learned. Instead of we going to pay a lot of people to remember money to get on it. It's buy money to get on it. Is any way government maybe every year they send like group of youths, okay, with different area of their specialization. Okay, go abroad, go and study, come back. The next year they send another batch like that. Because in those days they used to okay, we the Akwa Ibom, okay, we only from getting our uniform, from getting our get man. But now things have changed. So is there anything or as state government any of this kind of scheme can help me doing? I'm not talking about commissioners' kids. I'm talking about those poor children. They are very sound up here, but they don't have nobody to push them. So I don't know if there's anything like that in Akwa Ibom State.
You want my response?
Yes, please, sir.
Hello?
Yes, please, sir. What's your response, sir, please?
We sent some people to India for ICT training. The last batch, I think they came 2017, they came back. You see, when I told you the government trains and retrains people, workforce, I was not just making a bogus claim. There are some specialized areas. I know of 2 students who have written to the governor, they want to study aeronautic engineering. And we are processing the applications, and the governor is about, very soon they'll be awarded scholarships. So that is why I say, in specialized areas, we award scholarships.
Okay.
And then for indigent students, the government has also been giving scholarships to indigent students, even in secondary schools. Right now, we have about 31 students across the local government who have been granted scholarship. And we want them to feel what the elites are feeling. So they are sent to Tower of Ivory School. It's not a public school. We want the government pays school fees and the feeding allowance for them there. So you see, the government has been taking care of its responsibility.
Okay, thank you, sir. Just 2 more questions before I let you through. Now, sir, do you want to tell us what plan? I know we still have about 3 months or maybe a few months before the general election. And as for now, for what I know, you are still Commissioner for Education. What plan do you have to achieve before the next election, now that you are in the office?
If you want me to round off, I'm not making any. I have seen administrations, have been, as a researcher, I've seen how governance is conducted, but I will tell you, I think Akwa Ibom will be better off if they give maximum support to the incumbent governor to continue. By the time the man will be through in 2023, the stage will be set that Akwa Ibom will have reached the sky, and I mean it. So all hands must be on deck to make sure that what is noble, what is commendable, what is just must be pursued. And that is the cause for every Akwa Ibomite, that we must give a helping hand and make sure that the governor extends his tenure to 2023. By that time, he would have laid a foundation for this state to reach the sky. So it's incumbent on all of us, every Akwa Ibomite, to make sure we hit to this goal. Forget about all the noises that people are making. This is a man who has come to make sure that Akwa Ibom, we are thinking about tomorrow. Like as you've heard, there will be no oil in 2030. So how are we going to survive? And this man is already laying the foundation for that. Somebody was talking about technology. As if you want to come and tell us what we are doing. The government is already thinking about making sure that curriculum is put in tablets for the children. And we're already extending to making sure that we bring ICT even up to the primary school levels. See, these things are on the ground, and we should encourage it.
Okay, thank you, sir. But I don't know if this is true or it's a rumor. We also heard that the government, this present government, with NDDC so that they can do more things in educational way. You know, Ndito, Akwa Ibom. That when they want to move to NDDC, want to do something, the government would frustrate their plan in Akwa Ibom State. So I don't know if you are aware of such things, or is it still a rumor?
Aware of what? I didn't get you right.
So what I'm saying
that what were you saying?
Like a rumor, I would say maybe like a rumor. I would say it like a rumor. I'll call it like a rumor now. That when NDDC, they want to do something in Akwa Ibom, like they want to repair more schools. But the government, federal, state government, this present government would not allow them. They all bring out one thing or the other. So, oh, that's not a federal school. This is a state. That's made them not to do anything. And then people are really, really complaining and saying that this present government has done absolutely nothing. Okay, that in the field of educational field that will help at least those poor people in the villages, that they have done nothing. I don't know because I don't live in Akwa Ibom. I live here anyway. I do still have, my root is in Akwa Ibom. So now you are here. That's why I said maybe I don't rumor, but now you're here. Do you want to tell us that this present government has done enough, or you want to tell us that this present government has not done enough?
As I said before, very soon, I think almost now, you will see about 400 schools will be renovated. Jobs have been awarded. What's happening is that they try to politicize everything. When government has awarded job for a renovation of a particular school, and maybe because of political inclination, someone will run to that school and wants to renovate the same school. And the government will say, no, we've already awarded job for these things. You can go to another place. And besides, there is a government in place. The government owns schools, just like a proprietor. You can't just enter somebody's place, somebody's house, like Chino Achebe says. You cannot stay in your house, somebody comes to your house and defecate, and you will not do something. So the owner is there. If you want to take something, come and request from the owner. Somebody will just walk into somebody's state, somebody's schools, as if he owns it and wants to go and do something there. No, it's not done that way. Apply. The due process must be followed. And so that what the NDC people do is that they just walk in the school with force, as if they own the place, without communication with the authorities. And we say, no, that cannot be done. This is a government of order. You have to follow due process. So nobody is stopping anybody from coming to do anything. In fact, we invite them to come and join hands with us to make sure we develop the state, but not in the way that they are doing.
Samir, and thank you for this explanation, because I think even my own, I pick something out or say, and again, and the minister to. Yeah, the last question before you go, and as I said, I'm not going to keep you too long, because I'm so happy that you took time to come on the program today after a long time. What do you think about the Akwa Ibom in diaspora? Because what I'm asking you this is that we had an information. In fact, I would say information, but I think this one is real because somebody told me that the states, this present government doesn't care about Ndito Akwa Ibom in diaspora because they don't have voters card. So these are the questions I ask all the government people that come on this program. Because I want people, because I know it's not only me that heard it, a lot of people heard, because which I know they are not really happy for such an information coming out. So we don't know whether it's true or not, but I keep on asking.
That you don't care about our citizens in diaspora?
Yes.
Why? In what sense?
Because we don't have voters card.
No, what do you want the government to do for people in diaspora that we don't do, that we don't care about them? I mean, you have to be specific. Well, be specific. This is what the government is not doing for them, or what? That's a general statement.
Like they don't care. I mean, they don't regard us.
In what sense? We should come and give them light that we are struggling to have in Akwa Ibom here. The government is investing so much that we will 18 hours like that, unlike before. What do? They are enjoying the facilities that have been created by other people. They don't want to come here, so they stay there because they prefer already made place. So why would the government? What do they want the government to do for them again?
So are you saying that we in diaspora we cannot contribute to the betterment of Akwa Ibom people?
Cannot come. You come. We welcome you. That's why I say come and see changes in the state. I've been asking you to come and you refuse because you people prefer luxury there. You don't want to come and struggle, build a city, a society for yourselves. I've told you, come here, we'll give you a job. You say no, you don't want to come. So what do you want the government to do? The government should be paying you while you are there. No, tell me, be specific.
Okay. Lastly, so now are you telling me that I should call my uncle, my auntie, my entire family in Akwa Ibom and then tell them that they should support this government for next coming election because he has done so much?
That's what I'm telling you, that what is noble, what is good, what is just, that is commendable, and that is the duty of every Akwa Ibomite to make sure all hands must be on deck to make sure we make this government to transit to 2023. Because I'm telling you, this is a well-focused government. Like you were saying, that if you had jobs, you would have run to UK to stay there, you know. But now we are building industries. We are making sure that our youths have something to do. So what else do we ask for? There was no light. We are beginning to have all close to 18 hours of light every day. That's somebody's foresight.
Okay, you just talk about industry. Now, I didn't want to go to that area. But the rest of some of this industry are not functioning. Like you said, people say, what are they going to do with toothpick industry? How many people want toothpick? What do they want to do with toothpick industry? I mean, what are they doing this?
But do you know they were importing toothpick from the Asian countries? They were importing toothpick from Asian countries. And you know that you use toothpick when after eating. But that's not the only industry. We have other ones. Flour mill, people eat bread. It's a daily staple food here. And we are making sure that we manufacture this flour here.
I think users should be the last caller.
And what about the syringe? Can people use the injection? You need to come and see what the developments have been taking place here. Don't allow people to come and give you all those false information there.
Yeah. I think we have one last caller on the line. Let's see.
Hello, Professor. What's his name?
Victor Inoka.
Victor Inoka, please. I'm calling again, please. I'm hearing what you are saying. You are saying that the people have to contribute in Akwa Ibom State, which is very wrong. Please, you have to understand that we you people in the government make the youth of Akwa Ibom State or the youth of Nigeria to run hard from that country. I know. Let me tell you guys something. I know how much tax I'm paying in Germany here. I know how much I am contributing to the government of Germany here every month. But for you people to sit down and say that we are running hard from our country, it's a shame. I'm so angry. I'm really angry to hear something from the commissioner. People will sit down there and base our money, set our money up, and doesn't make nothing to happen in that country. And look at the youth. Do you know how many youth are a year working and contribute to the economy of the country here? Nobody knows that. If all the youth was in if all the youth was in Nigeria, the economy of Nigeria would have grown more better than that. For you people are just here and putting money. Please, you know what we are saying. We are not happy. We are not happy, but say that we are running out.
All right then. Thank you so much. Hello, Commissioner. Hello.
And what was your man was saying? But I think you have to understand. You have to understand what I said in context. I said, what do you want the government to do for you? You are staying abroad, and you are saying, does the government care for the diaspora? I say, in what sense? Be specific. I said, some people prefer to go to already made places so that they can enjoy the dividend. But those who want to come and stay and sweat it out here, come and join hands with us. So what did I say that he said that people are paying what? He said, is he not paying tax? If he comes here, he will not pay tax. That's what people do here. But I know how much they pay tax, and that's why they cannot come year in, year out, because the little money they make, they pay taxes there. So what we are saying is that you cannot stay there and ask the government, what can the government do for you there? You have to come here, join hands with the government so that we develop the state, so that you will not run to another person's country.
Yes, sir. So let me come in here. Yeah. So many of us that live here in abroad, for a long time. We tend, like some of us, maybe if I say, even when you're working, whatever country we are living, immediately some of us middle citizens and all that, we have equal rights to be able to retire and all that. If we, as investors, we can be bringing investors to Akwa Ibom State, people to come and invest in Akwa Ibom. So we are important.
That's what I'm saying now. Join hands and bring. How many investors have you brought?
Because
bring them come now. That's
you know what they do always have. The problem that we some of I haven't brought anyway, but I had people saying they brought maybe they brought investors to come to Bible. When they come there, it's always maku. They always find them that sometimes they will not allow them to see the real person they want to see, or maybe they will say, okay, I have to give the lamb to at the end of the day, everything will just vanish.
We're on the same page.
Today is not that, because that's not where you didn't come to talk about all those things. You come to talk about education today, and let me keep it here. Let it be an education.
That's why I say we're on the same page. That's why I was saying that if you heard me well, I said all hands must be on deck. If you have connection to bring investors, bring them here. That's one of the things you could do, and then you wait and see whether government will not give you the support, the enabling environment. But when you ask the question, what can the government do for you in the hospital? I told you the question was general. What do you want the government to do? That was what I said. So if the president heard me well, he will know what I was saying. Put it in context. What did you want the government to do that we have not done? If you bring an investor here, see whether the government will not support you. And that's what we are saying. All hands must be on deck. So tell that my friend is welcome. We know that they are working hard, they are sweating out there. In fact, it pains us that they don't even have they don't have something to keep, because they pay as much from taxes for taxes. But what we are saying is that, well, if they can bring those things down here, that the government will support them, rather than go and sweat it out in another person's country and you have nothing to show.
It's not that when we bring it to Akwa Ibom State, if they will accept it. But when they bring it up, there are people that sit down there and will frustrate the effort.
No, not this government. This government craves for those who can bring him. You know, he's an investor-friendly person. Bring in, you know, he's a corporate man. He wants investment. He wants development. So bring as many as you can.
When you say you want investments, but I just recently heard that this present government bought about 8 or 9 SUV to head chief. Is that investment? Is that investment?
Well, you know that there is a relationship between peace, security, and investment and development. Those people are the local people that monitor. They know the indigenous, they know the people who cause trouble. So they have to have mobility. And it didn't start here. In a norm that once you are a paramount ruler, you have something. It's a dignified office, part of parcel of government, part and parcel of the governance structure. So it's not too much to give a little comfort in terms of how they can reach out, how they can move about. So it's not that we don't know what we are doing. It is part of governance in terms of securing the environment for there to be meaningful development for the people.
Anyway, Thank you so much today.
Oh,
for coming on the
yes.
Hello.
So, yes, I'm with you.
Yes, sir. I said thank you so much for coming on the program. We don't want to intend to keep you for so long, and then we even give you more than what I was supposed to. I want to say thank you so much and coming on the program. I wish you would come back again next time.
Yeah, we will. When we have perfected the network, we will come back so that we can talk well. Thank you so much.
So I could tell somebody said, there's something I think I forgot to tell you to do. They use a to Anna, but you did not greet our now people who come in on it. Diary okay, as I did the program. You know, speech, me come back to look out. Mbaku yellow said, and I don't want
to UK, back all those places. The way you call me about. Then a man who set up the system might perfect the system. We will have a more robust interview next time.
Better, because this one we're just like going
thank you so much.
Like this.
Comment our activities today. Comment our activities for the people in diaspora. Tell them His Excellency the Governor is trying to make sure that we do not just see the promised land, that we achieve. We go to the land of fulfillment. That's what we want, and that's what the Governor is working towards. Thank you so much.
Sir. Thank you so much, sir.
All the best.
On the program.
Okay.
Let's go on musical when we come back.
Yeah. You know, I just gotta do what I want to do right now. And other people have been doing their own. See, we know the day, we know the carry last. I gotta do it the way we're doing our own time, but we don't like to get a walk. I sing in my way. So right now, I wanna take you guys back to where we used to have in my town. Sing it, listen. Now I'm with my mind, now I'm with my tongue. Usa na makamingo nya dok studio unkenen ko ko take it R&B I mean go to me R&C nanga dodo nanga baba maka kwa ibom ni da ge da ba ko si do ke men phone de ne ko te ko me we ba ke kwa ibom si se I mean ya ke e ma bom men kwa so e ma bom men na nam so dok ko mo ke play ni ko makara unkenen ko Kwaso, nanam so ema webo, nam kwaso. Nanam yakene nam do webo nira eba. Kwaso, nanam so nanam dam do dam kwaso. Kwaso. Man makare maybe nam. Eben garrison, my room when I decay and mock when I'm at the cuckoo. My sorenam, my born garang when a breakdown, good machine on me. Nam wake me, mamma, I'm getting going again. Monam, my woman, I'm so, my woman, so, dot com, more get plenty, come my cara, who can Kwaso, nanam so, eta danso. Ufana mi foto tu be, ari bene kwa makara kwa kilibyo. Anam yeah. Kwaso. Can you put a little kick in the ending? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, if you're just joining us, we're almost finishing the program now, and we're having Commissioner for Education on the program. We've been struggling today with network, so I really apologize for all this breaking, cutting it out, and all that, and all the noise at the background. So we're really sorry about that, and we work hard to improve everything. Though it wasn't from here, from back in Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria network almost caused a Ndito. So that was a problem. And then I want to say thank you for joining us today. Do please join us next week so that we can also talk about what that's us. I know in future or very soon we'll be having a debate, because as you know, Akwa Ibom people are about to make a decision who they trust with their money, who they trust to speak for them, who they trust to help build Akwa Ibom State. So we don't want them to make a wrong decision. We want them to know that, see, whatever decision you take today will affect you tomorrow. Like we just talk about the school now, with education, so we will talk about our hospital in Akwa Ibom State, so many things, the roads, how things is happening and everything. So we'll be having a debate very soon. But if you want to be part of the debate, please get in touch with me. There's a number on the screen there. Just send me a WhatsApp, then I will get the necessary information across to you. So we'll talk and know how. I will tell you how to go about it and when I will book you in, and then when your own time, because it's not gonna be next Sunday or upper Sunday. I need to book you down so that you know when you will be on the debate. You guys know what debate is all about anyway. It's gonna be a group of like 2 or 3 people coming to talk about what is happening in Akwa Ibom State. The decision the Akwa Ibom maybe make in the election, so to enlighten people to know what they want to vote for, who they want to vote for, so that they will not make a mistake, so they will not regret their action. So that's why this debate is going to be all about. This program is all about Akwa Ibom, Ndito Akwa Ibom. Because if you don't bring in government, Akwa Ibom is not complete. They rule us. So we have to bring them in. So ordinary people on the street of Akwa Ibom State, if you don't bring them in, who are these Akwa people? So everybody, Akwa Ibom are very important. Hey, developing Akwa Ibom State. So I want to say thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Edna. I'll see you next week. So let's sign off with this last music. I'll see you.
we ko ibo e kanade me bebe mnesio manaka musala mo benga mpo edi abasi mama mi nyamaka abasi amana nsoso samu yake muno ikondo era mie na msema mana pesale mameko